is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Kamon. Today I'm going to bring you guys the lockout version of Mannadiums. Now, this deck came to fruition because I'm just like, yo, I was playing the Yugioh, so if you guys didn't check out the Yugioh version, go click on that one first, then come to this one. But I was like, you know what, yo, I know I can make this deck better. I've seen Trips lists, and I think it's good, but I don't own the wanted stuff, bro. That stuff costs too much for me. Just to make videos, you know what I mean? So I decided to, you know, let's bring back some old techs. I think, like, old tech can definitely work in here. Plus, like, believe it or not, it's honestly very consistent. Like, it's crazy. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you guys the mid deck and the extra deck, no side deck, because, you know, that's for later, bro. That's for later. I might start doing side deck for, like, Patreon, honestly. I don't know. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, first monsters, obviously, we're lining up with 2 Visa Starfrost. I think this card is mandatory at 2, not 3, not 1, 2. You'll always see, you'll always get it if you need it. And if you do open up with it, it's not the end of the world when you do see it in your hand because it's a free extender for free, you know what I mean? So, 2 Visa Starfrost. And for one of his souls, or his emotions, sorry, we do have 3 Roomheart. He's right here. Hello, Roomheart. How you doing, my boy? Aloha. Roomheart's actually the best one in my opinion. 1 card, anything. 1 card, full board, bro, obviously. So, 3 Roomheart, and then obviously we are rocking the 3 Meek in here. Again, only Shadow Ball you do play. You do not want to play Torrid. You don't really need Torrid in here or anything like that. Just Meek is just fine. If you see it, you see it. You'll always get it when you do need it. So that's it for those right there. Obviously, we are still rocking the 3 Visa Samsara, along with the 2 Scareclaw right card. Again, if I had a third one, I'd play this card at 3, but I only have 2, so we're rocking the 2. This build in particular, you do low-key want to play this card at 3 because we are playing a certain card in here to kind of utilize this card. And the reason why I like this build even more than the Yugioh build is because this can play past a lot of fields. This can play past a lot of interruptions and whatnot. So I think this build is definitely more superior than the Yugioh build. The best part about this build, it's very consistent when you do want to lock out your opponent. So yeah, I might show y'all a combo at the end depending on how I'm feeling, but I might just do like a combo video. I haven't done those in a minute. So that's it for those. And obviously running off 3 Cashier Fenrir and then the 1 Scareclaw right card. Run off the Cashier stuff. And card I did put back in here. Shout out to dude at my local. Did not catch your name, so if you are watching this, shout out to you. When I walked into locals today, at the time of recording this, he told me he's seen some of my videos. His video was the Mannadium video with the Rev Synchron in here. So shout out to him because I put it back in here for him. So shout out to you, my boy. Yeah, just 2 Rev Synchrons. You know what I mean? Again, like I stated before in my old videos with this card, I think this card is just it's too good to not play in here because again, your main targets are your 3 Roomheart, your 3 Visa Samsara, and then your 2/3 right card if you are playing those cards at 3. And again, let's say you go normal summon this effect search and they droll you. Okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? Synchro summon these 2 together, make your Fairy Dragon, bring this back, make a synchro, you know what I mean? Like, you can do so much because of this 1 card. So it's like, why not play it? And the best part about Rev Synchron in this deck, or in this build specifically, if you open up Rev Synchron plus Fenrir, plus that tech card I was talking about, that's full combo / lockout. These 2 alone are full combo. You go special Fenrir effect. You want to search out the Cashier Scareclaw. Normal summon this out. Synchro these 2 into a Baron. Right. Banish this from the graveyard. Summon this to the field here. Link this away. You know what I mean? Like that's full combo. That's crazy. So yeah, I think Rev Synchron should be played again in Mannadiums. I think it helps out this deck tremendously, and since we are not playing any hand traps, bricking boards and making more combos so your opponent can't deal with your stuff is actually very, very, very impactful. So yeah, just 2 of those. Next, we are going to go for the last monster, which is obviously the one, Archlord Christia. Now, this card is super broken. This card is super good. I know what you're thinking, like, bro, why are you playing this card in here? I don't get why this card's in here. You can't search it. You can't draw it. It's a dead card. Nah, this card is live. This card is active, my boy. So, if you guys do not know what Christia does, to summon this to your field, you must have exactly 4 fairy monsters in your graveyard. Not 3, not 5, not 7, not 8. You have to have exactly 4, right? And most of your Mannadium stuff are fairies. Like, your Meeks are fairies, which is very, very powerful. Your Visas Samsaras, they're all fairies. Your extra decks are fairies also, right? And the way you play this deck, you can manipulate your graveyard to the extent to where you can have exactly 4 fairies in there at all times or during the end phase. So therefore, this is always live no matter what. I know what you're thinking, like, yo, how do I get into this card? You played it 1. How do you summon it if you don't have it in your hand? Well, I'll tell you, young buck, we are playing 3 Shadows Light. This card is so sick in here. So, if you guys do not know what this card is, I will read it to you. Very, very good card. Target 1 dark monster you control, special summon 1 light monster from your deck or extra deck with the same original type and level. You can banish this card from your graveyard during your main phase. This turn, you can normal summon 1 light or dark monster in addition to your normal summon / set. You can only gain this effect of this card once per turn. You're gonna use so essentially your main target to get this is your Archlord. Archlord is a level 8 fairy dark. This is a level 8 fairy light. So therefore, you summon out your vicious Archlord when you're in your turn. Shadows Light target. Bring this out right here. Boom. Your opponent, no one can summon anymore, bro. So yeah, that's how you get that out. And the best part about Shadows Light, it's not just that target. You can literally go normal summon right card effect, search. Shadows Light the right card. Summon Room Heart effect, search. So, like, Shadows Light is always live in here. You have 2 targets, and that's why I said if you want to run this card at 3, you can, but I'm rocking it at 2 because I only own 2. Not a big deal, but yeah, like, that's actually why you do run this card in here. And I think this card is super, super good. And again, even if you draw this card, it's not really a brick because the way you play Mannadium, you'll always have time to you'll always get a right card in your combo no matter what. You'll always get an Archlord in combo no matter what. So why not utilize those as best you can? You know what I mean? So with that, I think this package right here, super strong. Like, what's your opponent going to do with this? What are you going to do? You can't summon anything, bro. This just outright beats a lot of decks. You know what I mean? On top of, like, getting this on there with the full combo with back row / a Baron, SP, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? So that is it for those. Next, 3 Droplet. Again, no hand trap, so Droplet and Fenrir are the best cards to kind of deal with your opponent best you can. So 3 of these. And the best part is you can actually pitch this card to the graveyard for this, so you do get that extra normal summon. So I think that synergy is pretty good too. Next, I am only actually rocking 2 Calarium. So 2 Calarium, and I am rocking 2 Obsession. 2 Calarium, 2 Obsession, 2 Primitive Planet, and 2 Scareclaw Rival. So I think these are meant to be played at 2, especially Calarium. Calarium is a beast of a card, ball of a card, no matter what. We like Calarium. I have the 3rd one still. I didn't sell it or anything. I'm keeping it. But you gotta understand, like, these field spells, you're only ever going to resolve them once per turn anyways. So what's the point of having this card at 3 and drawing multiple copies of it? Because there's been many times where I would draw 2 Calarium and I'm just like, well, this sucks. You know what I mean? So putting this down to 2 raises the consistency of this deck a lot, because therefore, if this is at 2, I'll open up with other things more, like my Shadows Light, like my Christia, you know? So that's why I'm putting this card at 2. And again, it is searchable. You can search this off of Obsession. You can search this off of your your Visas Amorite. You know what I mean? You'll always get this card no matter what. You'll always get this card no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. So why not play them 2, 2, 2, 2? So 2, 4, 6, 8. You know what I mean? 8 cards. So again, I like this card at 2. Don't think you need a 3 anymore because the deck has so much support and things going for it. I think 2 is just fine. But if you do want to play this card at 3, that's up to you. There's nothing wrong with that. But me, trying new things, I think 2 is just fine for me, friend. Next, we are going to go for other stuff. I am playing more 2-0s, so I am playing 2 Econ because I think this card is too good. This format, very good against Rescue Ace, very good against a lot of decks. And again, this is more of like, I'm not playing hand traps. Econ is too broken to not play this format. Why not play even more things? Because I go right card effect search, you go Imperm, I go Chain, Tribute, give me your monster, Curse out a rival, activate a rival, bring this back. Link away, you know what I mean? Like, you do so much, and I want to kind of combat the meta and whatever it is I'm fighting against, so I think 2 enemy controller is necessary in this deck, in the main deck. If you want to run at 3, you can, but I think 2 is just fine. So, like, the 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, so the, like, 10 cards, super good, bro. Next, obviously, is the 1 Imaginings, the 1 Rhoda, the 1 Called By, and then, obviously, the 1 Reframing. If you do want to actually run the Realm Eulogy over this card, you can, but my biggest thing is I'm trying to go first, bro. If I go first, this card is good. When you go second, you don't want to open up with this card, and that's fine. Game 2, if you know you're gonna go second, you set this card out at all times. But I don't know. I don't mind main decking this card. Like a searchable counter trap that's an Omni Negate. Yeah, I think it's too good to not play. That's it for the main deck. Solid 40 cards. Again, I generally really like the Rev Synchron in here. I think it helps out this deck tremendously, and it does so much for this deck. So test it out if you want, if you can, /want to, need to. But I think it works, honestly. So 2 Rev. Let's go on to the extra. Oh no, extra deck. I almost dropped my cards. Next, so for the 2 links, we are playing 2 Lightheart, the 1 Cross Sheep, SP Little Knight, and then obviously the 1 Apo. These are the only links that you will be playing. If you do want to play, if you cannot actually afford SP Little Knight, you can definitely play the rank 3 Scareclaw monster. He's just as good as this. Probably not just as good, but it's a good floodgate, you know what I mean? So that's it for these links right here. Nothing more, nothing less. So the 6s, we are running the 1 Trishka. Not saying it, you are Trishka from now on. Yep. 7s, obviously the 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. Again, this card is pretty good because this can go into your 2 other cards, which is your Exhale and your Amorite. Amorite needs a tuner plus a light monster. The tuner can be this, and the light monster is obviously Ancient Fairy. And it's cool because this can literally get rid of 1 field spell to get a different one. So, like, you have even more options to get more field spells in your deck. So, I do like this package in here combined with this. I think it does generally do work. So, that's just why I'm playing it. That's right. For the 10s, obviously, the 1 Baron, the 1 Dispatter, the 1 Chaos Angel. For the 12s, we are playing Crimson Dragon. And then, obviously, for the fusions, we are playing 2 Archlord to round it up. You don't need 3. 2 is just fine because half the time you will summon out your SP Level 9 to actually banish this, and then you'll bring it back with your Dispatter right after if you really need to. No big deal. And again, this is the main card to summon out Christia if it's in your deck. If Christia is in your hand, then you can just summon it during the end phase and save this for next turn. So it is pretty good. And again, if you guys do want to see that combo video and or Mannadium guide, let me know down below. I read all the comments. But yeah, with that being said, that's it. Deck Profile. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. See you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.